What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. I know that I am. I hope you guys are staying cool because it is really damn hot where I am right now. But that hasn't stopped me from going back to the movies, and I'm so glad that movie theaters are still back open and they've actually alleviated the mask rule, especially where I'm at. But right now, you guys, I'm still continuing my Fast and Furious franchise reviews. I'm actually gonna do multiple reviews probably today because I want to get all the, I want to review every single Fast and Furious film, including Hobbs and Shaw, before F9 comes out. And then once I review F9, I'm going to be doing a ranking of all the films from worst to best, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the next film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys is Fast and Furious, which, in case you don't know, if you don't know, Fast and Furious 4. This movie came out in 2009. It was directed by Justin Lin, and Vin Diesel is finally brought back. You know, if you've ever seen Tokyo Drift, the previous one, you know that he had a brief little cameo appearance of he had a brief little cameo appearance at the very end of that movie. So it kind of was a hint that okay, it's bringing it back, and him coming back kind of saved this franchise from going downhill completely. And Paul Walker is back as well, and this movie it basically stars is when Brian O'Connor, played by Walker, who is hired to apprehend a drug lord and avenge the murder of Dom's girlfriend, Letty, played by Michelle Rodriguez. Now, when it comes to the Fast and Furious films, in case you guys don't already know, I have watched all 9 films so far that are released. I've watched the original 8 Fast and Furious films, and Hobbs and Shaw, I am saying that's the 9th film, but even though it's really a spin-off, I do count that as the official film. And I will say that this film is probably one of the films that's at the bottom of my list. In case you're wondering, I'm not going to say where it is exactly on my list, but this is not one of the best films. This is not one of the best films in the franchise, in my opinion, because, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But for one thing, but like I just said, there's not a single film in this franchise that I dislike. I like all of them. I enjoy all these films, and there's not one film that I don't like, and that's pretty rare. Usually, when it comes to franchises, when it comes to any genre, there might be a film that I don't like, or a film that I can't watch that film, or I don't feel like watching it ever again. Like if you take the Die Hard franchise, for example, I like the first 4 films. 5, for me, that doesn't really exist. that one's terrible. But with this franchise, not a single one I dislike. I like all of them, despite there's some that I like more than others. Now, I will say, one of the main positives for this film was definitely Walker and Diesel returning for the franchise, because they were the main reasons why I liked watching this franchise. That's why I absolutely loved the first one. I thought the second one was also very well done. Even though Vin Diesel was not present, I like the fact that they had Paul Walker in the main spotlight for that one as well. And the third one, right now, that one was a big step down. But even though Vin Diesel has a little cameo appearance at the end, it's, you have to wait until that to see him. So it was kind of disappointing for me. But this one, I really liked their return, and a bit of a story I have with this film. You see, this was the second film that I saw in the theater because my girlfriend's mom got us, we went and saw the film for VIP, and we thought we were going to see the first one, when in reality we were watching the fourth one, and it took me a few minutes to let it sink in, like, oh yeah, I don't think this is definitely not the first one, because for one thing, Paul Walker looks a lot different. He's got like a haircut in this one, but the way they kind of trick you is that they made it seem like Dom and Paul Walker have just met. Like, it feels like they're meeting for the first time. And it's like, I was like, what? It didn't really make much sense to me. And, but anyway. And the drug aspect here is a little bit more utilized here than in the previous films. Even though the first one just deals with like car theft and, hijacking and stuff like that. But the drug concept in the second movie was not very well done. Like, I didn't give a shit about that one at all. And the third one, the whole mafia concept was not very well made either. That one was I think that was just thrown in there just for tension that did not feel tense at all. In this film, it was a little bit more well done, just a little bit. So, and I felt like the car chases were very adrenaline fueled, especially the ones going through the tunnels. Those were pretty fun to watch. They were a big step up from the previous film, by a long shot. But now I gotta get into my negatives because I have a couple. Okay, because this is the fourth film in the franchise, and you do know that each film does get more and more over the top and dangerous as they go along, and it took them until Fast Five to go from full-on heist to go from street race into heist films. But really, every single film in the franchise has a street race aspect to it, especially near the beginning. If you really think about it, if you've seen all the films, you know, like, yeah, they haven't really left their street racing roots. They haven't. It's still there. And with this film, you can tell they're kind of trying to shy away from the street racing and move towards heist films, which they did in Fast 5 and 6, and Furious 7 was great. But I felt like they should have done a little bit more with the vehicles as far as stunts go, because this one did not really capture me as much as the first two films. While it is still a good movie, I wish that there was a little bit more done. And the biggest issue I have with this film was what they did to Michelle Rodriguez in this movie, Letty. In case you have not seen this movie, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know, you may want to turn this video off. Letty gets killed at the very beginning of the movie. Yeah, she gets killed off. Very beginning. And I was very disappointed by that, because this is a character that we've grown to love from the first film, and I don't remember if she's in the second one. She could be. If she's in the second one, please remind me in the comments, because I can't remember 100%, because it's been a while since I've watched all these. But when they kill her off like that, it made it seem like, you know what? F this character, we got nothing to do with her, so let's just get rid of her. I hated that. I hate that they did that to her, and that was really disappointing. Did not like it. So when you set up a really great character like that from one or two films, and then you just kill her off the next time we see her, it's almost like the people were like, oh yeah, this character's great, but we should get rid of her, to create like a very like shocking moment. And when I first saw this movie in the theater, it was the first one I had seen besides Hobbs and Shaw, so it was shocking when I saw it. But now that I saw all the films in order, from the first one all the way till Hobbs and Shaw again, it doesn't work for me anymore. So that's why this film is one of the low points of the franchise for me. And guys, I'm gonna have to say that if you're ever gonna watch Fast and Furious, I would recommend that you probably skip this one. But for me, it is still enjoyable enough for me to watch. It's not a terrible movie by any means. I still enjoy watching it. So guys, I'm gonna give Fast and Furious a B. So it's fine. So guys, look forward to my next review. I'm going to be reviewing The Conjuring 3. I know that film came out a while, like about 2 weeks ago already, and I finally did see it about a week ago, so I'm really glad that I got a chance to see it. So now I'm going to be reviewing that for you guys. So guys, look forward to that, and look forward to more Fast and Furious reviews coming up later today. So guys, thank you very much. And if you guys notice in my my story for on my YouTube channel, I'm no longer going to be reviewing the first horror film I ever saw once I reach 100 subscribers. From now on, I've changed it, and I've decided, comment down below what films you want me to review, and I will see that I get to them. If it's a film that if you watch my movie collection video, you'll see there are, I have over 300 films, including some TV shows. So if there's a TV show that I own, or if there's a movie that you think that I might like, or a film that you want me to review, you want to know my opinion, please comment down below. And thank you very much. I would really love to review more films. So guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.